Hello. Another important aspect of writing with style is making sure that the sentences you write land with some power so that they don't end weakly. So you want your sentences to end with words or phrases that have some power to them, not weak or unimportant words. So let's look at an example. During the first half of the 20th century, black Americans were consistently discriminated against. So the weakness of this sentence is here, and you have to ask yourself, which of these words is the more powerful word? Well, obviously it's this one. So is there a way you can rewrite the sentence so that the sentence lands on that idea instead of this idea? During the first half of the 20th century, black Americans faced consistent discrimination. So the sentence lands on the idea that you want to leave the reader with. It ends with more power than the earlier version. Let's take a look at another example. You might remember Oedipus. The beginning of Oedipus, this happens. The prophet Tiresias arrived at Thebes and gave Oedipus a prophecy that was not good. All right, well, the problem with this comes here. First of all, it's a vocabulary issue because there are many words that would serve the purpose of saying something is not good better than the phrase not good. That's just a weak phrase. Not to mention, is there a way to end on that idea with maybe an adjective before it? That seems more logical. Let's see. The prophet Tiresias arrived at Thebes and gave Oedipus an ominous prophecy. Now that sentence, it lands better. It has a stronger ending. Add an adjective here. Instead of saying that was not good, you replace that with ominous. Not only that, but I mean you cut 4 words and replace it with 1 word and do the job better, and the sentence lands on a stronger phrase. That's just an improvement. Okay, the last example. Bibi was just a mother trying to make a difference in a world she was struggling to get by in. Okay. This is awkward. Now, there is a rule. In is a preposition, right? There is a rule, and I mean that like this, rule, that you cannot end a sentence with a preposition. Now, that's not a real rule. There are plenty of times when you want to end in a preposition. It would actually be more awkward to avoid ending in the preposition. However, prepositions tend to be very weak words. So if there's a way you can end with a stronger word without making the sentence more awkward, then you should probably do that. So this is just kind of an awkward phrase. Struggling to get by in. I mean, the sentence just kind of limps to the ending. So let's see if we can improve it. Bibi was just a mother trying to make a difference in a world she was struggling to survive. Now, you don't need in. She was struggling to survive the world. So this is a stronger idea than to get by in. First of all, survive is a stronger word than to get by, and you don't really need this. She's struggling to survive the world. Makes sense. You want your sentences to end with some power. You don't want them to just like fade out or whimper at the end. You want to land with an idea that your reader will remember. So as you're writing, keep that in mind. Mindeman out.